Alright, this is Radical Red hardcore mode using only Johto Pokemon. So we start off, we pick Cyndaquil, my favorite starter from Johto. I was going to go Meganium, but it doesn't get triage in hardcore mode. So I just went, we can get them with eggs anyways, but yeah, we're just going to let the first rival fight play out. Johto was the first generation I played. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Gold, and then later on Pokemon Silver, and then I think Pokemon Red, and then yeah, just continued on from there. Alright, so Brock, we finally have a full team of 6. I'm not including the Johto gym leaders or any of the Team Rocket stuff in this video. It would just be too much content, and yeah, but yeah, Skiploom's pretty good. Snubbull is nice with Intimidate. Sudowoodo, very good to have a fully evolved Mon this early in the game. Same with Ledian, who got some big buffs in this game. And Snubbull has quite insane coverage, and then he just turns into a beast once he's a Grand Bull. But Snubbull goes down, does good damage on Cacnea, who is a big threat on Brock's team. And Fanpea, later will be Donphan, was probably the MVP of the run. I think, yeah, this is the only gym I used the Jump Bluff line, and maybe the Swine, yeah, for sure the Swinub line. But we didn't really have that many possible options for this gym. I forgot to do a tally for how many tries each battle took. Brock was fairly easy. And yeah, you can see with later on will be Technician, Ice Shard, why Donphan and Fanpea are so good, as well as incredible physical bulk. Yeah, right there, Sudowoodo showing just how powerful a fully evolved Mon this early in the game is. And then Ledian, Iron Fist, boosted Mach Punches. And Hippopotas easily handled by Swinub. Again, Priority just, aside from battles with Psychic Terrain, Priority just kind of wins all of Radical Red. I mean, it wins everything, but this is just a very speed-dominant game. Bulk just doesn't serve you as good in this game as it does in other games, I feel like. And that's Brock defeated. So on to Misty. She is a permanent rain team, Swift Swim, Mantine, Dry Skin, Toxicroak, so quite annoying. We're using Blossom here. because Blossom can handle a lot of Misty's Pokemon. And Crobat shows why Crobat is good. And then Hitmontop, he was in a lot of the major battles, and you'll soon see I brought him. He made it all the way to the Elite Four team, because being able to switch from Intimidate for some battles and Technician, as well with Fake Out, multi-hit moves to break sashes. He's just phenomenal Pokemon. Mantine, very specially bulky Pokemon, but he's somewhat handled by Lantern. I think Misty actually took quite a few tries. And then because mainly it was Toxicroak just destroying me, and then I just figured out, wait, we can just use Crobat. I should have just Sucker Punched there. I don't know why I tried Bug Biting. Yeah, like I said, Blossom handles a few of Misty's Pokemon. Decently bulky, good Stun Spore support. And onto Surge. Now, Surge is where the game starts to get difficult. He has full team of fully evolved. He has a Mega Ampharos, permanent electric terrain. So you see Technician Hitmontop putting in work. And now Intimidate Granbull. But too bad he kind of falls off late game. He just doesn't have the stats to compete. But I do really like Granbull. can let Granbull go down, and then here we see Technician Donphan come in. And then I think this was one of the only battles I actually used Typhlosion. He just isn't that good. Especially in hardcore mode, he loses Blazing Soul, which is like, it's fire-type Gale Wings, but that's just why he's such a good Pokemon in normal mode. But yeah, Volt Absorb, Lantern, very good for Surge. And Azumarill can just easily take on the Unburdened Hitmonlee and win us our third badge. Now on to Erica. Erica actually took quite a few tries. Her team is just stupid for being the fourth gym when she has Mega Sceptile, Kartana, as well as an Unburdened Hawlucha. This is, I think, the only gym I went with a more bulky team, just because Hawlucha just does, and Kartana do so much damage. And then this is where Scizor comes in. Scizor, also on the Elite Four team. Everyone knows Scizor, phenomenal Pokemon. Alright, so Skarmory takes down Hawlucha, and now Kartana. We need to drop Kartana's attack, otherwise he just sweeps the whole team. And after a fake-out Grassy Terrain recovery, Hitmontop can just live a Grassy Glide and take out the biggest threat. I think this is the only gym I used Intimidate Hitmontop, and then he stayed Technician the rest of the game. And Guts Heracross, his only job really was to take out Credilli. And here we see why Technician Donphan is so good. Ice Shard just annihilates any Mega Sceptile that comes our way. Now we see a few new team members. We have Eviolite Porygon 2, who is just a tank. He was on the majority of my playthrough team. I didn't bring him to the Elite Four. I just couldn't find a spot for him. And then we see a Radical Red exclusive Sevian Mantine, a poison electric type, and you can have either Swift Swim, Water Absorb, And yeah, I really like the idea of, Fakemon, but adding just new forms to otherwise somewhat forgotten Pokemon. So, we had to use the Johto exclusive. Yeah, Sabrina has, 4 legendaries and a mega. Her team is... It was annoying. This battle took a few tries, but overall it wasn't too difficult. Mantine showing why Discharge is so good in double battles. And luckily there's no Psychic Terrain in this battle, funnily enough, so priority still just negates the Trick Room. Hence why Scizor... There's a lot of priority... Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of priority on this team because it's just a very important part of playing. At least the way I like to play. But Scizor cleans up a narrow battle. And on to Koga. I think Koga took me the most tries. You'll see a very interesting strategy coming up that I'm quite happy about. So yeah, Koga's tricky because permanent tailwind, so everything outspeeds. And this battle is Psychic Terrain, so you can't use priority. But showing why Sturdy and Focus Sashes are quite useful. But P2 can outlast Hoopa Unbound. Kyurem comes back out. And this is where Shuckle comes in. So we Power Trick, get a massive attack boost, and then Stone Edge can one-shot Kyurem White from a Shuckle. And then Mega Toxtricity takes out a Azumarill. But Focus Sash Girafarig can finish off the battle. Now on to Blaine. Blaine has permanent desolate land, so you can't bring water. Well, you could bring water, but it won't do anything. So we see the spokesman of Johto, Tyranitar. Tyranitar is quite good against Blaine, can take on a lot of Blaine's threats. And Porygon 2 showing their insane bulk, duking it out with Primal Groudon of all things. And then thanks to the speed drop, Tyranitar can come in, outspeed, take out Groudon. And then Chlorophyll Venusaur outspeeds even a Crobat. Ho-Oh wasted C-move on a nearly dead Crobat. And then Assault Vest Tyranitar baits out Earthquake rather than Solar Beam. So after an Intimidate, doesn't do much. Just survive another one. Take out Ho-Oh. And this is the only time you will ever see Magcargo. And his use is just to take out Charizard. Only time I ever used him, I think, the whole playthrough. And Sturdy Donphan takes out Heliolisk. And here is a sneak peek on Focus Sash counter Hitmontop, which let's just say it wins a lot of future battles. So, Claire can't bring fairies, so sadly no Azumarill. 2 gyms in a row. And now we see Mega Scizor. So, you're unable to remove hazards, but we get a lucky flinch, so it's just a sticky web we have to deal with rather than a web and rocks. We see just how bulky Mega Scizor is. Necrozma needs to just repeatedly set up to even have a chance to kill it. So we continue to see Donphan do Donphan things. So Magearna does get a Soul Heart boost, but still can't really touch Assault Vested Tyranitar. So that is all 8 gyms defeated. On to the Elite Four. So this is the Elite Four team. We have Azumarill, Scizor, Houndoom, who stayed Mega for every battle, Donphan, Sevian, Mantine, and Hitmontop. So we get Lorelai's Rain team. Luckily, Kingdra missed Hydro Pump. And we get to see Sevian Mantine put in a lot of work. Then after some nice switches, showing off his insane special bulk. So Houndoom goes down. His job for this battle was basically just to die. And then getting 2 paralysis. And then it's basically just discharge spam for a lot more of the battle. Lorelai did take me a few tries, but this was just a very lucky series of events between misses, paralysis, luck. And even more paralysis luck. Palkia is paralyzed, so Azumarill can come in and outspeed. Dragonite comes in, faces his worst nightmare between an Ice-type move and a Fairy-type move. Swampert can do whatever it pleases. And we pull out the secret weapon. Counter Hitmontop wins us our first Elite Four match. Now, Bruno, I think this was only the second try. It was my first time against the Urshifu team, but the first time he had his Infernape team, and the battle did not go well. So Azumarill takes out Urshifu. Zamazenta comes out. Can get a little bit of damage off. Takes a good chunk from recoil. Donphan gets a very lucky crit. Medicham comes in, breaks our sturdy, but we still live close combat, just barely. Hawlucha takes big damage from an Ice Shard, but cannot do much against Scizor. Again, we see Duskmane Necrozma. Who, even at +1, doesn't outspeed Mega Houndoom. And finally, shiny Zacian Crown takes a bit of damage from a Bullet Punch, and then again we see Counter Hitmontop win us the battle. Alright, Agatha has permanent Psychic Terrain, so no priority. So this battle took a few tries. But even at -1, Hitmontop takes out Crocodile. Then the very annoying Assault Vested Yveltal. But Mantine can get some good damage and paralysis control on. And then there's just a lot of switching between Calyrex and Yveltal, depending on Houndoom and Hitmontop switches. But eventually we can get Calyrex to stay in, fall to a Shadow Ball, Donphan can live on 1 HP thanks to Sturdy, take out Victini. Zarude comes out, we cannot priority Ice Shard, but Zarude cannot do much to Scizor. And just gets ult-code by U-turn. Then we actually put the Focus Sash on a Azumarill just to handle Mega Mewtwo X. And thanks to Paralysis, can outspeed and take out Yveltal. Now onto Lance. Lance took a few tries. It wasn't that difficult once I kind of understood what the plan was. Basically just let Deoxys set up as little hazards as possible. And Mantine can duke it out with Arceus for a while. Even after all of the Calm Mind boosts. Still lives a Flamethrower. And now everyone's worst nightmare, Primal Dialga, comes out. So I can just bring in a Azumarill and a Roar of Time, duke it out with Dialga for a bit. Get some nice chip on Melmetal. Mantine can come in, more Paralysis control. Now, the plan here was basically just get Rayquaza to drop his defenses so that he gets put into Ice Shard range from Donphan. And then it's just up to Scizor to clean up. And that is lands defeated. So now on to the champion, our rival, the Gen 1er, with quite the busted team. Primal Kyogre, Arceus, whatever Necrozma that is, Primal Eternatus, Mega Metagross, somehow are 2 Megas, Mega Metagross, Mega Swampert, Funding can come in, get a very lucky flinch on Eternatus. And put it into Ice Shard range. Arceus comes out, who is easily walled by Scizor. Technician Rock Smash getting a nice defense drop. And Scizor and Metagross can trade blows for a while, but Scizor has recovery, Metagross does not. After giving up, our rival switches into Necrozma. Scizor can continue to put in work. We see again Ice Shard Donphan cleaning up. Can let Azumarill get some chip on Swampert. Or not, I forgot. But we see again Focus Sash counter. Him on top takes out massive threat. So him on top's job is done. Mantine can easily 1v1 Primal Kyogre. And then turn goes down, but we still have a full health Donphan. Takes out the Metagross and wins us the battle and the run. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this run. It was fun only using Johto. As much hate as they get, it is one of my, probably actually my favorite generation of Pokemon, just because it's what I started with. But we get to see our lovely Hall of Fame team. And that is Radical Red Hardcore Mode, defeated with only Johto Pokemon at a time of 9:40. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.